Alright, so make sure you guys pause the video if you need to see my loadout. Now, if you check out my perfect stealth video, you're going to remember how I explained this already. So you're going to notice that these guys do not move at the very start of the spawn, okay? And that's because they haven't heard me yet, so it hasn't triggered the spawn yet. So what you can do here is you can take a good look to see how many enemies are in a spawn. Sometimes there's a guy hiding in the far back here and you won't be able to spot him, but just keep that in mind. He'll be like right here, exactly where I am, hiding behind that. But basically you can actually get a good idea of how many guys are here if you just take your time and don't get spotted. And you can take out like 3 or 4 guys here without them even shooting you, and you can do it really quickly. But you have to do it really quickly. Depending on how split they are, it might be hard for you to do it, but in the clip here you've seen a pretty good example of how I dealt with 2 guys. But I've actually dealt with like 3 and 4 guys here as well without taking any damage by doing the exact same thing.
High ground to talk. Civilian secured.
So now that we got that out of the way, I actually forgot there's actually a pistol there that I never picked up because I didn't see the pistol. Once we actually get all the enemies, I'm actually going to have to cut to the very beginning to get that pistol. So this guy here is a unique suspect that can be found in like 3 different areas. One is this trailer that you see me grabbing him right now. Sometimes you can actually break out of the trailer and investigate what you're doing if you hear shots. Another location is towards the right side, but on the other side of the wall in a corner. And sometimes there's a spawn here with 1 or 2 guys. And there's a spawn back here with like 1 or 2 guys. Sometimes 3. Very rarely though. But the 3rd guy will be like behind a wall. He has a different path. One will be near that truck. One will be towards the right side. There he is right there actually. There's one towards the truck. Usually he doesn't go around like that though. There's another guy on the right side of him. On the far right side though. Near the next path. And then there's another guy sometimes like in behind that path towards the far right. So just be wary of like maybe 2 or 3 enemies here. Usually you can find at least 1 or 2 though, depending on the RNG of the spawn. It's not very common to find up to 3, but it can happen.
We have a suspect in custody.
The part that I hate the most is that middle fucking section there that I was staring at, because that place is a fucking shit show. I hate it so much. It's one of the worst areas in this entire map. I actually hate it more than the warehouse, to be honest. I'm actually pretty comfortable with the warehouse now. Sometimes there's a enemy spawn back here with like 2 guys. One will be in the middle as well, where I'm looking. He'll be like right around here. And one guy will sometimes be inside here, hiding behind the wall. You can actually see his head if he is behind the wall. So you can throw a flashbang and get him, because he can shoot through that wall on the right side there. You can actually see his head. If you can't see it in this video because there's no spawn here, but just be wary that if you do go in there and you try to see if you can spot his head. And that way you know that there's a guy behind there. Now, I took a different path. Usually what I do is I clear the outside first because I hate that middle section, but I tried to do a different path because I figured that maybe it might be easier for me to deal with the middle section from inside the warehouse if I take a different side door.
Hands up, do it now.
So I got one guy here, and I'm just going to lure him right towards me. while peeking to make sure that there's no other spawn here. I didn't fast forward this part, but eventually I'm going to start using the fast forward more often, because it's pointless just watching them slow crawl to me. So after this, I'm going to start using the fast forward more often. That way you guys don't have to sit here watching them slow crawl to me if there's nothing going on. But if there's action going on in the background, like if I'm in another firefight, then I'm obviously not going to fast forward that. Only the boring parts I'm going to fast forward if there's like no action happening.
Read the talk. Suspect is secured.
So now I just want to free lean here towards the left side, because sometimes there'll be a guy completely still aim-botting the door. So as soon as I cross, he'll just one-tap me and I'm dead. Just like that. So you just want to be very careful towards the left side here where I'm looking. Sometimes he might be like right up against the far left wall, and you won't even see him very well, because he'll just be very tight against the wall. So watch out for that as well. He can be kind of sneaky at times. So one civvy there, and I'm just gonna see if I can spot an enemy close by. So that's why I'm just taking my time here. I'm also playing it slower than I usually play because I'm trying to do a no damage run. So I'm trying to use the free lean more often to try and no damage this. And I didn't no damage it because I got hit one time in the shoulder because I fucked up one of my free lanes. I'll show you guys that part once we get to it. But besides that, the entire map is done perfectly. If I didn't fuck up that one free lane. See, if my laser would have... well, we got this guy, but... yeah, I'll explain him more once we actually get to that part. I'm just going to clear out the warehouse now. This is what I'm doing. So I'm going to take out the entire warehouse. Once I feel like the warehouse is completely empty, then I'm going to focus on going inside the tower part and seeing if there's any guys on the first floor of the tower there. Not the bottom floor, but like the main floor of the tower. And I'm not going to go downstairs in the tower because that's actually very bad. If you go downstairs in the tower, like from the main floor, if there's two enemies there, then you'll just get shot and you'll die because you can't even see them. But they'll see you coming down and they'll shoot you right through the stairs. And since we just have a beanbag shotgun, we can't shoot through anything, right? So we have to be very careful with how we approach certain situations.
Turn around. High ground to talk. Civilian is in custody, requesting escort.
Okay, so I'm going to do the right side here. Because I just want to make sure that I can... because usually you can find like one guy here at least. That's that side door there. Hold on. There's a side door that I'm looking right there. So that's the door that I got shot at in the shoulder. And
Get down, I want to see hands.
it's because I pushed my free lean too hard on accident. I meant to go a little bit slower, but that was my mistake. I actually should have got the guy because I directly aimed at him. I don't know why my bullet didn't do anything. I had to push a little bit further. So I tried to push a little bit further, but I ended up pushing too hard. And he shot me in the shoulder area. The good thing about the free lean is that what I find is that they shoot you in like the leg, they'll shoot you in like the leg, the shoulder, maybe the arm, you know, the parts of the body that you don't normally get shot at. But if you're standing up, I find that mostly you'll get hit in like the torso area. So if you're taking a lot of damage from the torso, then you want to try to free lean more often so they'll damage your legs and your arms instead of your torso. Because let's say if you're really, really damaged in the torso area and you're about to die from one more shot inside the torso, you can actually increase the chance of surviving by free leaning and let them and have a chance at them shooting your legs or your shoulders instead of your torso. So that's a good tip for anyone that wants to experiment with that, because this is just basically what I've been figuring out as I played the game. From my experience, basically, that's what it seems like. It seems like they will not shoot at your torso as often when you're free leading. Now we got that one guy there plus the civvy, and I'm just gonna free lean here just to see if I spot anybody. Now I do have to go AFK very soon, and I went AFK for like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna cut that part out. But I'm gonna show you once I go AFK first, because I closed the doors inside that little container there that's open. I closed the doors to go AFK, and like I said, I went AFK for at least 10 minutes, so I'm not gonna show me sitting there for 10 minutes. Fast forward, and it's just completely pointless to do that. I'm still peeking to see if anybody comes out through that back alley there. Well, it's not really an alley. I don't know what the hell it is. Like it's some dead body section. Because there's usually a guy in there that sometimes will come out. So I'm just seeing if anybody comes out of there. And I'm going to grab this guy's pistol. And I'm going to grab his rifle. Checking the stairs. Sometimes the guys will be on the stairs if they're not inside. And I'm being shot at right there. Okay, so I know there's a guy there. He didn't shoot me. Like, he didn't hit me, but he was shooting at me. Trying to hit me. There he is, spraying again. Luckily, his bullets are not getting to me because we're behind a lot of objects here. Through a flash, I didn't hear anything. I didn't want to risk rushing him because of that. See, he's already firing. I'm gonna bounce it off the wall, see if I get him. Didn't really hear anything again, so I didn't want to risk it. If you don't hear them screaming in pain, then it's a risk to push in. So I decided to ditch that area for now, and I would deal with that guy some other time, wherever he might be located next. Either in the same location, or maybe he runs off somewhere else, I don't know, but I'll deal with him after. Alright, so now we're about to go AFK here, so I'm going to grab that pistol. I'm going to close the container. Close the other container, and I went AFK. But like I said, I cut it out because I went AFK for like at least 10 minutes, so there's no point in showing that. Checking left side. There you go. See? You always gotta check.
Calm down. This is procedure.
Piece of shit.
Element of talk. Suspect restrained and under control.
Situational awareness needs to be really high in this game. So you need to have a really good understanding of the enemies and how they operate.
Stay here.
So this is one of the entrances that leads to place, and then it connects over to the other entrance along the wall here somewhere. There's another container on that side. I don't think I go through this one. I think I go through the other one. But before we go inside there, I just want to continue to free lean here to see if we can clear out this section somewhere to get it a little bit safer for us. So there's one spawn in the back here, so I'm trying to see if that guy's in that spawn. So I'm just going to free lean, and he is. He can be in the far back corner, he can be around there, he can be anywhere around that general area there.
Move towards me.
And another thing is there can also be another guy in the far back right side hiding behind boxes and stuff. So once we get to that part, I'll show you what I mean. But I'm just going to fast forward this, obviously, because this was a very long walk for this guy. I just want to make sure that we don't waste too much time here, because nothing's happening right now. I'm just going to bag up this rifle here. And I'm checking my corners here just to see, just in case. Alright, back there. There's a guy in the back here sometimes. Watch out. I'm actually about to go back there in just a second. There's the other part of the container entrance I was talking about towards the left side. We'll take that path out. Right back here. This is where I'm looking right now. Some guy will be hiding back here sometimes. So watch out for the far back there when you're in this warehouse. Because they're very, very, very sneaky if you don't pay attention to the far back here. That one guy can just aimbot you. Alright, so I was trying to see before. I was trying to see if I can find that guy that was shooting at me before, but I didn't find him. So now we're going to go through this entrance here. This is the Demon Lord's tunnel. Fucking Satan's lair. So now we're dealing with Satan's lair over here.
Won't somebody help us?
Alright, I didn't yell to get these guys to comply, but there's the objective, get that.
Collecting evidence.
And I was going to save those civilians for later because they're not a threat. I'm not worried about those civilians. What I'm worried about is how many enemies might be inside Satan's lair here. And I see this girl. She has her hands up, so you know, if you didn't call out and you see a civilian with their hands up, be very careful, because usually it means there's an enemy nearby. Because the enemies can get those civilians to put their hands up like that. So I'm thinking there's possibly one enemy inside here, and it's Satan himself. So we took care of Satan.
Move towards
Now
me.
we're gonna just arrest this guy.
Turn around and stay still. You need to relax.
Let me go. No,
Just be very careful inside here, because sometimes you can also have a regular enemy. Obviously this guy here is a unique suspect. He's only found once
Talk. We have
in the
a
entire
civilian
map.
in custody.
There's his pistol right there. I'm just checking to see if there's a regular enemy that might be hiding around the corner. And there's no other enemy, because sometimes there is an enemy. Let's just bag up that pistol. And let's go deal with those civilians now that we know this area is clear.
Down on the ground now! I have to cuff you for our safety.
Hurry up and get us
And
out
once
of
I
here.
capture this last civilian here, we're gonna
Standing
fast
by
forward
for
again.
trailers.
You can't just leave me here like this.
High ground to talk. Civilian good to go for evac.
So here we go. I think what I do now is I try to see where that enemy was located. The one that was firing at me before. Remember, I completely abandoned trying to push that guy. And I said, I'll just deal with him later. So I'm just checking the map here to see if I can spot him anywhere right now. This is originally where he was shooting me from. I didn't see him. So I'm going to go around the corner just in case he might have ran off and he's standing still waiting to aimbot me. So I'm just peeking around. Now I actually didn't see him, but he said don't shoot, don't shoot. So he somehow he saw me. I don't know how he saw me, but okay, whatever. He saw me through the wall, I guess,
Stay still.
with his X-ray wall hack vision.
take these off.
Element to talk.
But I'm glad he saw me because he said don't shoot, don't shoot. So I knew he was back here. So I just threw a flash nade, easily got him. So I guess their wall hacks gave themselves away. Nice try, Void. Nice try. But your enemy's wall hack did not prevail this time. I was nervous going up there just in case, but I was calling out. I didn't hear anybody, so I thought it was pretty clear.
Помогите!
This guy I wasn't too worried about. He's really easy to deal with.
Put your hands up!
What I was worried about is if there's another guy inside. So I checked the left side as soon as I shot that guy just in case. Because if there's a guy on the left side, I can just tap him as well. Since he didn't really... They wouldn't have that high morale here right now, so... They wouldn't be able to instant aimbot me, so that's why I just went in like that.
Secured.
Their morale should not be too high at all. So here's the bottom part that I'm talking about. I don't want to push down here. I did hear people talking, but I wasn't sure if it was from down there or if it was from upstairs. And I didn't want to push down there because sometimes you can have two guys down there, and if I'm coming down there, obviously I'm gonna die, right? There's no I have no chance with a beanbag shotgun. Alright, so here's a part where I got shot at finally. The door that I was telling you about before, early on. Now look, I should have had this guy. My beanbag did not work. And then I pushed a little bit further.
Put your hands up! Hands up!
I got shot one time. If my beanbag would have actually worked the first time, because I was directly aiming at him, it should have worked. I don't know why it didn't. I thought maybe it was kind of glitched out. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll just push in a little bit more towards the right side. But I did it too hard and I got shot. Oh man. Anyways, we gotta fast forward this, guys, because you're about to... Well, we're gonna capture this guy and you're gonna hear a wild animal coming now.
Move forward.
Okay, this is a wild beast.
Move over here. Don't
As you
resist.
can hear in the distance, you can hear the wild vanilla AI in its predatory
We have a
state.
suspect in our custody.
The AI continues to try and aimbot out of control as its programming appears to have gone corrupt. I am trying to get a look at where this magnificent creature is, but it is not safe to get too close to the creature during its corrupted hunting state. So we will need to find a different way to approach the wild beast.
Get on the ground now!
He's just fucking going off like a fucking lunatic. There, he tried to aimbot me, he came so close.
Move to the sound
Oh,
of
he
my
tried
voice.
really hard that time. He almost had it too, but nope. Yeah, we're about to go around in just a second. You guys kind of get the point of what the fuck is going on. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get this idiot this broken AI to waste his ammo, because they don't have unlimited ammo, okay? So they can actually waste their ammo. So because they're badly designed, the program is badly designed, I'm actually taking advantage of that badly designed program right now by getting this idiot to waste his ammo. Once he wastes his assault rifle ammo, he's completely useless. So that's why I'm taking it very slow right now. I'm just letting him waste his aimbot, his ammo on me with his aimbot. Alright, I didn't hear any more firing. I thought maybe he might have wasted his ammo by now. I'm gonna go around. Plus, I didn't feel like wasting too much time there anyways. Nobody was firing at me here, so I thought maybe he must have wasted his ammo. Because I figured if he was gonna fire, he would have been firing from there. Alright, so we have to get the ladies inside here, the crate. So this is one of the main objectives.
Container full of women. We need Thames down here right now.
And now we're gonna go all the way around to the other side. I think I still have to get one more crate. I don't know, I think it might one of the drugs. I don't know if it's inside this one. Did I get it already? No, I don't think I got it. I think this is the last one that I have to get. Yeah, okay, I got it all now.
Lagging.
There's also another one on the right side here, but basically you have two drugs you gotta get, and then you have... The third crate would be a car inside. So you're gonna see this is the car one. And it's randomized, by the way. That car can be in any of the three crates. Now I'm just taking a look at the left side. Now I see a guy right there. And I'm taking it slow, trying to think of how to approach this, because basically you can have a spawn behind you, okay? There'll be a spawn behind you. If I shoot at this guy, they'll know I'm here. There can also be like 2+ enemies inside towards the blue flame gas, whatever it's called, the fuel place there. And they can shoot you out the window, or they can open the door and start shooting you if they hear gunfire. So that's why I'm thinking of how to approach this right now. And eventually what I decide to do is say fuck it and just start getting rid of this guy, and then if I hear firing from back there, I'm gonna know somebody's back there, so I'll just deal with him. And that'll be that. But you can have like another guy that will push you as well from up here, so you just gotta be careful, because at that point you're gonna be sandwiched, right, with guys from behind you and guys from in front of you. So that's why I was taking my time here trying to think of how to approach this without taking damage. So we took this one guy out. So far so good, because no shots came from behind. But I heard somebody talking, and he's gonna push in. Watch. Got him. Once he goes down, we're gonna know we're in the clear, but I'm gonna keep firing because he's not going down. This guy got back up, I'm gonna fire at him. I'm gonna push in a little bit closer, I think. Wasting all my ammo here. Luckily, I didn't. I had enough to deal with all of them.
I need you to move.
The beanbag can hold 7 shots per
Turn
beanbag.
around. Don't get up.
So you can fire 7 times and then you're forced to reload.
High ground to talk. Suspect is restrained and ready for trailer.
So when enemies are being stubborn, it can be kind of scary,
forward.
depending on how many guys you have down. Now, the reason why I'm not pushing this guy is because sometimes there's a guy inside the shelter towards the right side, okay? And if he sees me pushing that guy, he can start shooting me through the window.
Move over here.
And obviously, because I have a beanbag shotgun, I can't shoot there, right? So if he's inside that shelter, I'm kind of fucked. So I don't want to push this guy,
Move to the sound of my
just in
voice.
case.
Turn around.
Now, nobody was in there anyways, but I was playing it safe just in case if there was somebody in there.
Element to talk.
You can see me checking it right now just in case, because I'm like, okay, buddy, if you're in there, you better start shooting at me now. With your wall hack, so I know you're in there. Nobody was firing at me yet, so that's a good sign so far. But I heard somebody talking, so I know there's somebody around the corner. I wasn't sure which corner. If you make a hard left here, there's a spawn inside, in between here. So be very, very careful. I'm also looking straight ahead in case there's a spawn inside that corner as well. There's 2 spawns here for enemies. So here's one of the spawns right around here. So I'm just checking. And I don't see anybody. But there actually is a guy there. He just left the spawn. And you're gonna find out soon, because he's gonna make noise. So he must have left the spawn, because I'm pretty sure I heard him around this hard left corner here. But anyways, here's the next spawn. Shot that guy without any free lean at all.
Get down on the ground now.
And I'm gonna move his position to me. And you hear another guy saying fuck you. That must have been the guy that was towards my hard left, and he just bailed out. He must have moved out of the spawn, because that area was completely clear before, if you guys remember.
Hands up above your head.
I'm still kind of nervous to push this guy,
Drop the weapon now.
because I don't want to get shot if there's a guy somehow hiding inside the shelter still. And like by now he should have spotted me, but you never know with this fucking game, dude.
Turn around. Keep your hands up. Stay still. Do not.
Now I don't know if I tried to push for the last enemy shooting at me here, or if I try to go for the shelter
Suspect here ready
first.
for escort.
Right now I'm just trying to see where this guy might be hiding. I didn't spot anybody, I don't think. Yeah, I'm checking the right side there. Trying to see if he's peeking me from that side. But I didn't see anybody there. So we're going to take out the big boys now because we haven't been using very many flashes. I don't think I've used this gun once yet, actually. So I decided I might as well start using it now. Alright, I should be able to spot this guy now. He's hiding behind there. I see him. That didn't affect him, by the way, but we're gonna take out the beanbag. I shot too far ahead of him, so it didn't affect him.
Down on the ground.
I think I got him now.
Keep your hands up.
Yeah, I got him. Now, I'm not gonna push that guy just in case there's guys at the very bottom of the tower, because they can shoot me through the window. So I'm trying to move him towards my position. Gonna reload one of the flash nades. Now the door to the tower is actually locked, but sometimes if that door is open, they can actually rush out of that tower and start shooting at you. And the reason why they never did that, I think the main reason why they never did that is because the tower was locked. So they couldn't do it anyways. It's pretty much a door wedge without needing a door wedge. The door is locked. It's like a free door wedge. Alright, we deal with this guy. And now we're going to clear that one area that we haven't cleared yet, which is the far, far back here. There is the last civilian, so we have no more civilians to get. Just gotta deal with the chaos. Checking the right side, there's a spawn here sometimes. And under here, you see one guy. You can get him to freezing under the table. Sometimes there's a guy behind the desk. And sometimes there'll be a guy in the spawn where that door is in front of me there. The other side door. So watch out, because if you start getting this guy and then that guy opens the door, he can shoot you while you're trying to restrain this guy. Obviously you don't want that to happen, so just be very careful how you deal with this situation. So here's the spawn right back here. There'll be one guy there sometimes. Right now I'm just speeding it up, grabbing guns that I missed and stuff. Checking this area just in case if there was a guy in there. Nobody was in there. Alright, now we gotta picklock that and I'm gonna open it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shoot my flash launcher on the left side first. Do a big explosion. If anybody is here, it should get them. Right there. Okay, nobody is to the left side. That would have definitely got them. So now I'm gonna go in the far back because there's a spawn back there. Nobody got him. So I'm gonna do the right side now because sometimes there'll be a guy on the far right, hard right side, right against the wall. Nobody there. Watch when I turn the right side. I'm checking the wall. Nobody there. So all clear. I decided to waste my nades here because I still have a lot left, right? So I might as well use them. Just to make sure that I can safely get inside this tower.
Police, down on the ground.
Alright, we're gonna have to speed this up now. In just a second. Because nobody is actually up here. So nothing is happening now. Here's the speed up. I'm gonna go all the way upstairs just to see if anybody is up here. Nobody was up here. The door was open here already, so they must have been up here at some point for that door to be open, I think. So we have one enemy left and I have no idea where he is. He must have escaped and just started running around the entire fucking map. Checking inside here, nobody there. Yeah, this goes on for quite a while because I'm checking like the warehouse. Did I miss somebody in the warehouse? I think what happened was somebody escaped from inside one of the tower rooms and tried to flank me. They just never got around to doing it. I think that's what happened anyway, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, we're getting close to the final guy now because I'm going back here to see if I missed anybody. Because I don't think I checked the closet or the bathroom door. And this guy just fucking rushes around the corner. Lucky that the M320 flash
Don't get up.
bang launcher is OP as fuck. You don't even have to aim with it, just fucking destroys everything.
Suspect in our custody.
But there we go, we got the plus 500 and the last pistol, so we're done. S rank. Thanks for watching everybody, and hope you enjoyed the video.